Yeah. So today's session will be, the discussion will be on bonus and gratuity. First, we'll take up bonus. Basis will be the current Payment of Bonus Act 1965, and later we will touch upon gratuity, which is the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. Maybe I would say the idea or the concept of payment of bonus. If in fact it got introduced maybe more than 100 years back, in and around the time of First World War. In fact, it started with textile industries in Bombay and Ahmedabad. Some of the companies were making payments on annual basis based on the profits earned. But it was not on a regular basis, right? 1 year they'll be paying, another year they may not be paying. That depends upon the business they do. That is how the concept was started. And of course, in 1965, in fact, the government of India came up with a specific legislation. So at that time, maybe I would say it was like a payment of some kind of ex gratia amount. So it was at the discretion of the management. There was no mandate, right? But currently it is not so. After the introduction of the Act in 1965, this is a statutory right, and this is a statutory obligation for the employers, and it is the statutory right of the employees. So irrespective of whether the company gets a profit in an accounting year or not, they may have to share some amount with the labor. That is the idea. So maybe if you look at this particular slide, which says as both labor and capital, they contribute to the prosperity of the establishment of the company. The social justice requires that workmen should be allowed a share in the property. So the prosperity is measured from the available surplus calculated as per the formula, right? So that is the basic idea with which the act was enacted. So irrespective of whether the company gets a profit or not in a year, maybe after the infancy period, they have to pay some amount as bonus. This is now considered as kind of deferred wage, right? It's a controversial statement, but still we could say, because there is a statutory right for the individual employees to claim it. And when the actual wages fall short of living wages and the employer makes profit, the gap should be filled in, at least partly by way of payment of bonus. So these are all the principles behind which the payment of bonus is made. So I'll move on to the next slide. So the preamble of the act. So this is the purpose. This is an act to provide for the payment of bonus to persons employed in certain establishments on the basis of profits or on the basis of production or productivity, and for matters connected therewith. So fundamentally, it is a profit sharing payment, right? So that is the basis. But of course, if you go through section 31, capital A of the Act, it also provides for payment of bonus based on the production or the productivity, right? So both the types of payments are recognized, and it is recognized under the Act. But of course, when it is paid based on the production or the productivity, again, it is subject to the minimum of 8.33 and the maximum of 20%. That will continue to be there, even if it is not based on profits, but based on the production or productivity. I'll move on.